Hey gang, today we are at Disney's Hollywood Studios and I feel like we might be the only ones. So come along.
It's based off our name.
I am thinking that the new reservation system that Bob Iger has installed has actually been helping the crowds at the park, at least here in Walt Disney World. This morning I woke up and was able to get a reservation at Hollywood Studios. It's been a while since I've been able to do that. You at least need to book Hollywood Studios for a reservation about 2 days in advance. So sometimes as a local, I actually have had many days I wanted to come here and couldn't get in. But now I think since if you're a pass holder, you don't need a reservation after 2. I think it's been making one of their busiest parks here, which is Hollywood Studios, a little bit easier to get into and a little bit easier to get around. I mean, like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but like, usually there's not too much walking space here in the front, and there's just so much space, so much room for activities. One guy who did decide to show up to Hollywood Studios is Donald. He's waving to his fans, getting ready for his big picture show here in Hollywood. And let alone being able to get last-minute park reservations, dining reservations here were like aplenty, if you will. So I was able to actually grab a last-minute dining reservation at one of my favorites. It's called Mama Melrose. It's kind of like their little Italian bistro. So super pumped to check that out. But other than that, I don't have any plans except for to have an amazing Studios day. And this park actually has so many new things coming to it. So I don't know how empty it will stay and for how long. And I did see that right over here in Toy Story Land, there are some new remnants, some new construction zones for the barbecue place that's supposed to be coming there. So I want to go check that out because we have some time till our reservation. So let's go check out a place that we might have future reservations at in Toy Story Land.
We've got a whole bunch of new toys to play with. Welcome!
Okay, I lied. I found out why Hollywood Studios seems empty everywhere else, because everyone is in Toy Story Land. I still don't think that there's probably as many people as we're used to here. The parking lot was nowhere near to being filled, but most of the people are right here in Toy Story Land. So luckily, this isn't where our reservations are at. This isn't where our plans are at. I just wanted to show the restaurant that's coming here, and then we'll skedaddle and go back to where there's no one. There is a green army man here.
Sergeant Dan! Wow, that's... Well, you know what? That is a first. That's a new one for me. But I'll report that information right back to Sergeant, all right? All right, carry on your mission, okay?
I like your blue crayon.
Thank you very much, man.
Moseying their way on in. We got Woody and Jessie. And just past Toy Story Midway Mania is where the new restaurant is going to be going. Yeah, that guy was going somewhere fast also, I think. Hopefully this restaurant can get up as fast as that kid was going. We are able to see some drawings back there, as well as some new light posts they have up, the little red kind of light posts. It's gonna be really, really cool when it opens, and we're all hoping and thinking it's gonna be opening very, very soon. It is gonna be called Roundup Barbecue, and they are hoping for a spring 2023 opening. So hopefully in spring, we'll be back here getting a dining reservation. And doesn't Toy Story Land make you guys kind of miss Christmas a little bit? Those lights that they have strung throughout the whole land, they're up year round, and they just always give me the Christmassy vibes, and I'm already missing Christmas. But luckily, where we're going to Mama Melrose, it's Christmas year round. Let me show you what I mean. And right over here is Mama Melrose Ristorante Italiano. And directly next to it is a winter wonderland that is here year-round, complete with Christmas decorations, snow, and even a full-size snowman to take a fun little pic with. And for since I can remember, there's always been a It's a Wonderful shop here as well, which was a year-round Christmas shop with Christmas trees, decorations, and gifts. But for a while now, they have been closed. I want to even say since COVID, because I personally haven't seen them open back up. I really hope they do, because it was always nice to come here, see a snowman, and have a little Christmas moment at the parks, even when it wasn't Christmas. And even Mama Melrose kind of carries on with the Christmas theme. You'll see, we're heading inside right now. Let's take a look. And they have so many artifacts in this restaurant, not just Christmas decorations, really cool old movie posters, old records, and then tons of Mickey and Disney memorabilia as well. All different age Mickeys on the wall here. You can even come in here and see the Mona Lisa. Look at that. But right by this little martini poster, this is definitely one of my favorite celebrity photos. It's Michael Eisner with the cast of Star Wars, even including George Lucas and some furry friends. I just love that photo. Oh, and we have a very nice little private table all to ourselves over here. Well, not all to ourselves. It's gonna be me on a date with Tony. And this is just one of my favorite places to dine at Hollywood Studios, not just because of the views, the Christmas views, but also because of these views. And other than the Art of Excellence Tony Bennett record that we have next to our table, lots of old Hollywood history as well, the Modern Screen magazine. And then right here, this is Hollywood, California, Breakfast in Hollywood, the Hollywood Freeway. It definitely doesn't look that empty now. It's a little bit busier. Even the Los Angeles, California Farmers Market. And then of course, a little Hollywood license plate. And my lovely server did bring out some bread for us to start. I'm very interested to know what this is. It looks very doughy. Now we know it is a ciabatta bread. It is very warm. Oh my goodness. It has that perfect texture. And you guys know, you gotta dump. And I'm gonna be getting their charred strip steak. It's a 4-cheese macaroni with pancetta, aged balsamic shallot butter, and Chianti wine reduction for $36. This is a 12-ounce New York strip served with what I said, the 4-cheese macaroni with pancetta, which is bacon. It can only be good, right? It can only be good. And they do give you a very fancy steak knife because you're gonna need it for this size steak. Let's go in here with a little slice. Juicy, delicious Italian steak. Tastes steaky. Duh. Well, Mama Melrose, it is always a treat to come check you out. It's just one of those classic restaurants here at Hollywood Studios, you guys. It was here when it was MGM, when I worked here at the Great Movie Ride, so I have a lot of special memories there. They do give 10% off for annual pass holders. I do think this time the steak was so-so. It was my first time getting it, so when I go back, I'll get my classic Mama Melrose pasta dishes. That's my favorite thing to get there. But the best thing about that restaurant is the history. I showed you a little bit about it inside, but even the Imagineering Disney history, they created a whole story to create that restaurant. There was a girl from an Italian family who lived in Sicily. She loved Hollywood and movies so much that she moved to Hollywood to be a famous actress, but it didn't work out for her really. She ended up just being in small roles and an extra. And while she was waiting to be in the movies during her in-between takes, she would actually make Italian food for all the actors and actresses in Hollywood, and became so popular where she opened her own place called Mama Melrose, where all the actors and actresses could come and hang out and wine and dine themselves. So I always feel like a famous movie star when I'm in there. They have really, really good service, a really fun spot to check out here at Hollywood Studios. And I do love showing you maybe hidden spots here at Walt Disney World, but I also love showing you spots that you guys already know about. One of those places that you already know about is Galaxy's Edge. And did Promise even come to Hollywood Studios unless she went into Galaxy's Edge? I think not. Oh my goodness. It's Chewie! Hi, Chewie! I was not expecting this. Chewie, this isn't the Falcon. We gotta go find the Falcon and smuggle some people. All right, I'll do the smuggling. This is why you at least have to step foot at Galaxy's Edge. And although I was kind of craving a dessert at Mama Melrose, I kind of saved a little bit of appetite because I knew I wanted to hop in Galaxy's Edge and get a little dessert snack that I've actually never had before. Over here at Cat Sokkel's Kettle, this is the cold brew black calf. It's made with Joffrey's coffee, and it's cold brew topped with sweet cream cheese and chocolate puffs for $5.49. Truth be told, I actually have had this coffee drink before, but it was over in California at Disneyland. They just recently brought it here to Florida in Hollywood Studios. It does seem a little bit different. I don't remember it being in a cup like this. I also remember it being a little bit smaller in California than it is here, but the same Cocoa Puffs, the same sweet cream. Let's see if it tastes the same. Oh yeah, that's a cold brew. That's a cold brew. It gives you hair on your chest like Chewie. And if you guys know about Life Day and the celebration of Star Wars, they have a whole section here dedicated to Life Day. And look at this. They have Life Day ornaments with Rey, Chewie, and BB-8. That's adorable. It's giving me all the Christmas vibes. And then look at this hoodie. It says family, joy, and harmony. This is really hard for me to not take home with. It is very cute. How much is this? I have to know. Oh my goodness, $54.99. But look at this. And like the tree kind of has like Christmas lights. Oh. Uh-oh. I was at the Falcon for a second and I already see trouble coming in. I got a cold brew for you.
Not now. We're on the move.
Oh, okay. Next time, coffee date.
Negative.
Wait, did I just get rejected by a stormtrooper? What is the world coming to? I know your boss.
I don't think so.
He goes on coffee dates with me all the time. And speaking of the Millennium Falcon, the Smuggler's Run over here is a 65-minute wait. So I don't know what happened to this empty park. It was empty. It's one of the very few rides here at Hollywood Studios that actually has a single rider lane. I think they should have called it the solo rider lane, if you get what I mean, but we're gonna go on it. It's a really short wait. Yeah, like no one is in here. Me, myself, and I, all alone on the Falcon. Don't push this button. Don't do it. Don't push this button, you guys. Don't do it when you're on here. You don't want to know what happens. But yeah, we're heading straight on to help out Chewie run some smugglers.
Just kidding.
Permanezcan sentados y cuide a los niños. Gracias.
Alright, seatbelts go left to right on the left side, right to left on the right side.
We'd better be faster when we get into real trouble. Right, pilot, push the flashing button to take off. Pilot on the left. Oh, we will stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Pull back on the stick to fly out. And push forward to fly out. Watch it. Julie makes flying this thing look easy, eh? Weapons are online. Left pilot, hit the boosters. Now let's go get that to outside. Right pilot, made the jump to light speed.
Maintenance bay. This thing has seen better days.
Even Galaxy's Edge right now was a little bit slower, I could tell you guys. They had last minute walk-up dining reservations for Oga's Cantina. I almost did it, but like since I already ate and had a drink, I was like, I don't really need to go again. Plus I'm alone. Oga's is definitely fun when you have other friends with you from other galaxies. A lot of people do ask me what is the best time to come to Disney, and it really has changed over the years, but as of right now, I think this is the best time. Right after the holidays, basically right after New Year's and before spring break. And the weather's perfect. It seems slower. This is definitely a good time to be here and be alive. And if you guys want to be here and be alive as well, especially in this little Falcon hoodie, link in the description for it. But thanks so much for coming along on this really quick little studios day. But for now, peace, love, and positivity, and all the good things. Love you guys. Bye.